Hello and welcome to 100 Days Plus. The president says his son is innocent and transparent, but Donald Trump Jr.'s incriminating email chain leads straight to Moscow.
And now, even Republican lawmakers, normally loyal to the White House, are pressing for answers on why these Russia disclosures keep on coming.
The younger Trump says he should have done things differently, but he denies there's any big deal about meeting a Russian operative to get dirt on Hillary Clinton.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Far away from Washington, those who voted for Mr. Trump are riding out this latest controversy, and they still like what they see from the president.
He's a good businessman, and that's what the country needs, is get the country back out of debt, get a lot of people working, and I think that's what he's doing.
President Erdogan tells the BBC that membership of the European Union is not indispensable for Turkey and that the bloc wastes his country's time.
Also, Kazakhstan, our latest stop along the new Silk Road. Chinese companies are pouring workers into the country. It leaves the locals wondering what the benefits are for them. Plus, what happens when you put a teenager in charge of the company Twitter account? Well, Southern Rail did just that, and the complaints soon gave way to something far more surreal.
Hello, I'm Katty in Washington. Christian Fraser is in London. The president insists the White House is in great shape and making progress. We're focused on healthcare, tax reform and many other things, he tweeted today. That's the public message. Behind the scenes, the president, his administration and now his family are dealing with dramatic developments in the Russian investigation, which continues to overshadow the rest of his agenda.
Republicans are openly expressing dismay at the conflicting stories, the indications of collusion with Moscow and the incompetence in the White House. The normally loyal New York Post put it more bluntly today, accusing the president's son, Don Jr., of stupidity. Last night, Don Jr. gave his side to the story. And it's gone mad. I did try and get him on the programme today, and he's not responding. I think they've taken him out of circulation.
Well, that's because he's back at work. He's back at Southern Rail. They brought him back again. That's why we love him. He was going to do something else today. They put up a photograph of him, and he's back on the Twitter feed because he was so good at it. Now, I don't know what kind of summer jobs you had, Kristen. Probably you were sort of modelling for Vogue or something like that. But I don't know many 15-year-olds that have had such an excellent work experience.
He's going to be, you know what? He's going to be inundated. He's going to be inundated by jobs. He's going to be hashtag Eddie work for me. That's what it's going to be.
Can I just say, though, one thing? You are a useless Twitter feed editor.
Me?
You need to find something else. Yeah, absolutely, because you missed the best tweet of all.
Go on.
At one point, Eddie was asked whether a boy can swim faster than a shark. Here's what he replied. This is why I love Eddie. Hi, I don't think so, but you never know. There could be a girl that can.
Ah. And so don't tell me all the girls.
You missed it.
And don't tell me all the girls were following Eddie.
No, I hope all the boys are following Eddie too and learning a thing or two.
Quite right. Well done, Eddie. We like Eddie. We'll see if we can get him on the programme tomorrow. I'm not giving up. We'll see if we can get him. Anyway, we'll see.
It'll be far too grand.
Yeah. You're watching 100 Days Plus from BBC News.
That's still to come. Donald Trump calls the Russia investigation a witch hunt. It's the same term that was used by Richard Nixon during Watergate. We'll hear from William Cohen, who was a Republican congressman at the time.
We'll continue our journey on the new Silk Road with a stop this time in Kazakhstan, where people are squeezed by their neighbours, Russia and China. It's all still to come here on 100 Days Plus from BBC News.
For most of us, a beautiful day today. Cloudy and muggy, particularly in the northwest. I think we might catch some showers and it'll be warmest across the south.
Outside Source doesn't just report a story, it looks at it from every angle. Live data visualizations help us understand what's happening and what it means. Interactive maps take you from a global view right down to street level. Real-time reporting and reaction from social media means you get the latest as we do. And the BBC's unparalleled global expertise allows us to reality check the biggest stories.
News for a digital world, Outside Source, with me, Ros Atkins.
Tonight at 9 on the BBC News Channel.
Welcome back to 100 Days Plus. I'm Katty Kay in Washington.
And I'm Christian Fraser in London. Our top stories. Donald Trump defends his son over a meeting with a Russian lawyer during his presidential campaign, saying he's innocent and transparent. Democrats disagree.
His son disclosed the email chain was done only because it was about to be released by the New York Times. So that's not so much transparency as it is trying to get an upper hand.
Turkey's president tells the BBC the EU is wasting his country's time and that his country would find it comforting if the European Union said it couldn't become a member.
So the Kremlin has insisted today it was in no way linked to the meeting between President Trump's son and a Russian lawyer. And on Twitter, Mr. Trump again said the current news cycle is a witch hunt. That is the same term, by the way, that was used by Richard Nixon nearly 45 years ago. The cases are different, of course, but maybe there are some lessons from history. And Carrie will be in Poland tomorrow. We're sharing the air miles from this trip. It's only fair since I've been promoting it. I've got a stake in it. Tomorrow is our last show. Katty wants to go on holiday. I would work through, but Katty wants to go on holiday. So tomorrow is our last programme. So what have we got on the show, Katty?
I think you're a slave driver, Christian. Look, I just have one question for you. In one of the tweets, we didn't show it, but Donald Trump Sr. called Donald Trump Jr. a high-quality guy. And I just want to know whether anyone's ever called you a high-quality guy.
No, but I do know that Melania is a very high-quality person. And I think you're a very high-quality person, Katty.
Okay, now you're just going too far. I know it's our last show, but don't push your luck.
175 days, and I'm still standing or sitting. Anyway,
I'm feeling 175 years old.
We will be back tomorrow for the last show for 175 days. Do join us for that. Goodbye.
Join us.